Hello, this is Mr. Huff. Let's take a look at getting the site and placing your house on it. So if you look at the campus homepage for this week, you will see down here, I've added a section for site work. There's a Revit file for the site. You're going to download that and then copy that file into your Revit house folder. One of the things you need to pay attention to is you can have either your house open or your site open, but not both. Once you get that into your house folder, then open it up. Your house should not be open when you do this, okay? So when you open it, it's gonna look like this. What I did is I did file and save as, and I'm saving this as video too, so I don't change the original file, okay? There are a few things that are wrong with this, and we're gonna fix those, but that's for another video. Right now, we're just trying to get the house in here for the beginning. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go to the east elevation, and I zoomed way out, so it's probably going to come up like this, where you see maybe this. So you might see the power poles, or you might see these, okay? One of the things I want to do is you zoom way out on this, and we're going to put a level in here that's wider than the site itself. These are the default lines. I want one that's wider than that. So we're going to go to architecture and level, and just anywhere in between here, I'm going to just click from here to there, and it's way outside of this, okay? So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to zoom in on this, and we're going to rename it. So I'm going to hit escape a couple of times to get out of that level mode. I'm going to click on level 3, and we're going to change this to ground level. Right now, it's at 578 feet. So is that what we want? No, it's not. What we need to do is, the one I picked is about 770 feet based on this topographical line. You can see 769, 770. So most of our site is below 770. This corner is a little higher, okay? So for most of us, this would work if we go to 770. If your house is not is going into the dirt too much, then you can do 770 and 6 inches. Let's try that, something like that. So back to here, I'm going to go to the east elevation. I'm going to click on this altitude here, and we're going to put 770, and that's going to raise it up higher. So if we zoom in now on the site, you'll see that we have a ground level line intersecting the site, and that's what we want, okay? So I'm going to hit escape a couple of times to get rid of the levels. We're going to go back to the site. All right, so this is the site floor plan. Now we need to put our house in there. So your site and your house need to be in the same folder for this to work efficiently. If you have one in downloads and the other one somewhere else, it's going to start complaining because it doesn't like that. So we're going to click on Insert. We're going to click Link Revit. And then we're going to choose the house that we want to put in there. In this case, I've got my Sanders family home. I'm going to hit Open, and then I'm going to just go out here somewhere and click. Actually, it's already there. Okay, so it put it in place. So if you go to your 3D view, you'll see that there's no house there. And the thing is this, if we go to the east elevation, you don't see the house. If you go to the site, you're seeing it. So what's the deal? So what we're going to do is zoom out, and you can see the house way down here. So we're going to zoom out and then put your cursor over the house, click the house, move it up a little bit, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move the house from here to up in between these power poles. So here we go. Lift it like right there, okay? So you can see the house is now flying in the air. So if you look at it here, this house is actually floating. So go back to east elevation. And what we want to do is we added that ground level, and we want that to be the top of our floor or the bottom of the floor. You pick, I don't care. All right, so what we're going to do is go to the Modified tab, and then we're going to choose Align. We are going to click the one we want to align to, and then we're going to click the one that we want to move. I want the top of the floor to be at ground level. So I clicked on it, and it moved the house. So now you can see our foundation is below ground level, and our house is above ground level. Let's go to the 3D view. Let's go right here, and we're going to choose Fine on our 3D view, and we're going to choose Realistic on our 3D view, If you zoom in, you can see the edge of the floor, but you don't see the foundation. You can also see as we move the house, let me get out of align. You should be able to click on the house and move it around. And you can see the further back on the site you go, the shallower it is on the back and that sort of thing. All right, so you can move the house anywhere you want. One of the things I want to point out is the front of my house is facing this way, and in my design, let's go look at it from the side view, okay? Right now, the front of my house is facing to the south, and I want the front of my house to face the street, North 3rd, because all the houses on the street face this way. So I'm going to click on the house, click on rotate, go over here, click, and then I'm going to rotate down 90 degrees and put my house facing the correct direction. There's also a problem here. So we are going to choose, course is good. Okay, let's choose hidden line on this rather than wireframe. And then one of the problems I see is I have words that I don't want to see. So what we're going to do is click on one of those words, like refrigerator, and then we're going to right click and we're going to hide everything by category. So what that did is on our house, any words that we had in there got hidden. All right, so now we can move this house around and now we can just see the house. That's what we want, okay? So now if we go to the 3D view, we can see the house is in the proper place. If I rotate this to make it where we see from the street, this is the street view. So you can see the front of the house. This is the alley behind it. So everything is good to go. So that's how you add a new level, insert your Revit link to your house design, move your house to the right level, rotate your house on the site, and make sure it is appropriately oriented. Okay, the next few videos we're going to go through and correct some things on the site, and then we will add some connections and that sort of thing. That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching.